Rosemary, 911, where's your emergency?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
And what caused you to do this today?
My husband wanted a divorce and wanted to take my kid. I'm scared to talk to her.
Yes.
Where you at? Where your hand?
Who's this?
Hello? Oh my goodness. It's her mother, Rosie Zell.
Okay, this is Rosemary Zell, and you're her mother?
Yes, oh my God, I just got here.
Okay, is what she's saying true? Have you found the children?
No.
Okay, she said that they're in her car. They said that
my daughter's she's bleeding.
Okay, ma'am, I understand. You have to calm down so I can get help to you. I've got units en route to you. Your daughter said that the children are in the bedroom on the floor. Can you locate them for me? Rosemary?
Victims have been identified as Tyler Worley, age 7, white male, and Charlie Worley, age 3, white female. I can't imagine the pain and the grief that these families are experiencing this morning. Please keep these families in your thoughts and prayers.
In the aftermath of the crime, Brandi was charged with 2 counts of murder. As the legal proceedings unfolded, she initially pleaded her innocence, but as the weight of her actions bore down, she changed her plea to guilty. The court's gavel fell, the sentence was delivered, a staggering 120 years in prison, 55 years for the life of young Tyler, and 65 years for the life of innocent Charlie. Brandi Worley, once a mother, now a convicted murderer, is currently serving her sentence at the Indiana Women's Prison. In the quiet hours of a Montgomery County night, a phone rings, tearing through the silence. On the other end, a chilling voice confesses to an unthinkable act. This is not the opening of a horror movie, but the grim reality for 911 dispatcher Kyle Proctor. It was a call like no other. The voice on the line belonged to Brandi Worley. Her words were as cold as they were horrifying. She confessed to murdering her 2 young children and attempting to take her own life. The lack of emotion in Worley's voice made Proctor question the truthfulness of her confession. But a 911 dispatcher's duty is to remain composed, gather necessary information, and prevent further harm. And that's exactly what Proctor did. I had full hope that she was being delusional just for the fact that you never get someone to call and confess something like this, said Proctor. Because I didn't know what she was going to do after she hung up the phone. I didn't know if she was going to try to harm herself more or try to hurt someone else. And with her on the phone, I could get the information that I needed to get. In the world of emergency services, there is no script for such distressing calls. Proctor's years as a town marshal had not prepared him for this, but he held steady, his voice a lifeline in a sea of chaos. While Proctor kept Worley on the line, her mother arrived at the scene and discovered the horrifying truth. Seconds later, you can hear her screaming and crying, and that's the moment Proctor knew Worley's 7-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter were dead. You know, I look across, and the other dispatcher has tears. and you're trying to hold it together because you know you have something you have to do and you have to get these people help," said Proctor. Proctor spent 15 years as a town marshal. For the past year and a half he'd been a dispatcher, and like all dispatchers, he's gone through the training on how to handle stressful and emotional situations. But there isn't a script for a call like this one. "Dispatching isn't as easy as everybody thinks," he says, and they had a duty to provide assistance despite the emotional toll. In the aftermath, Proctor reflected on the importance of dispatchers in emergency situations. They are the first responders, the ones who must keep their composure when the world is falling apart. As he then tried to do for the children's grandmother, doing his best to keep the hyperventilating Rosemary from falling apart. They are the calm in the storm, the voice of reason in a nightmare. This utterly horrifying event serves as a stark reminder of the crucial role dispatchers play. But for Proctor, he believes he did his job to the best of his ability. Despite the emotional strain, he remained focused, providing a steady hand in a time of crisis. If you believe in the importance of raising awareness about such tragic events and fostering discussions that matter, consider subscribing. Your support allows us to shed light on these stories and open dark doors. That afternoon, Jason Worley, a software engineer, returned from work, and the family went to Charlie's dance practice. After dinner at home, Brandi Worley went to Walmart, telling her husband that she needed pipe cleaners for a school project Tyler was working on. Instead of pipe cleaners, she bought a knife, the Journal Review reported. When she returned home, she hid the knife in Tyler's bedroom before going into the living room, where she and her husband played with their children together before Jason Worley put them to bed for the last time, the newspaper said. Buser said that early the following morning, Brandi Worley woke Tyler up for a sleepover in his little sister's room. In Charlie's bedroom, she straddled her son and stabbed him repeatedly. Charlie awoke at one point and asked what her mother was doing, the prosecutor said. When Brandi Worley told her nothing, Charlie went back to sleep. Once Tyler was dead, Brandi Worley stabbed Charlie to death. Their autopsies showed both children were stabbed multiple times, the Journal Review said. Worley then stabbed herself more than once in the neck, but survived. She was more adept killing her small sleeping children than killing herself, Buser said. In a post a day earlier, Jason had claimed that his wife had suggested that he sleep on the sofa instead of an air mattress in the basement. He wrote, "I just can't help but wonder that if I had slept on the couch like she had suggested instead of an air mattress in the basement, then maybe I could have saved my children, or at the very least died with them. A father has one job in this world, to protect his children, and I failed to do that." In reality, she was planning to murder him too. His in-laws had set up a GoFundMe using his name, but he didn't trust them. In a post he said, "If anyone has any experience with GoFundMe that could give me advice, it would be greatly appreciated. My former mother-in-law has created a GoFundMe using my last name and pictures of the children to raise funds for the mother who murdered them. She intends to use them for her daughter's medical and legal expenses." His employers also set a GoFund where directed donations to. Jason gives an update in his final Reddit post. In a candid reflection, he shared the challenges and triumphs of his journey. "I have bad days, but it's important to use support and coping skills," he emphasized. Recalling a dark period, Jason admitted struggling, but credited friends and family for pulling him back. "I learned not to be ashamed of mental health," he stressed, urging others to seek assistance. Regarding the sentencing, he grappled with the irreversibility of losing his children. Rejecting the death penalty, he expressed uncertainty about the impact of a life sentence. The ongoing legal battle with ex-in-laws over property and difficulties visiting his children's grave added to the ordeal. A poignant lesson emerged. Cherish moments with loved ones, as you never know when it might be the last. Always make sure they know how much you love them, he concluded, recalling the last words his children heard. "I love you, good night. I will see you in the morning." But where is Jason Worley now, 8 years on from that fateful day? In a testament to the human spirit's resilience, Jason has found the strength to rebuild his life. He has remarried and started a new family, a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness of the past. He continues his work as a software engineer in his company. Jason has not only survived but has found a way to thrive, a beacon of resilience for others who may be facing their own battles. It's not an easy path to tread, the journey from the depths of despair to the heights of hope. But Jason Worley, a man whose life was torn apart by tragedy, stands atop the torment of the past. So where is Jason Worley today? He's standing tall, a symbol of resilience and renewal. He's found the strength to rebuild his life, to find love again, and to continue his journey with grace and determination. He's here, a testament to the power of hope and the enduring strength of the human spirit. And so we leave you with this thought: as long as there is life, there is hope. As long as there is hope, there is the possibility of renewal. And in the face of tragedy, it is this hope that carries us forward. That is the story of Jason Worley, a story of resilience, renewal and recovery.